Hey, everybody. So let's talk about the first step to your athleticism. You've heard me talk about power exercises like kettlebell swings, vertical jumps, working on your plyometrics, working on being springy and reactive. Yes, those are all important. I believe there's a big chunk of your training that should include those things. But prior to that, I like to work on control. And when I mean control, I mean full range of motion through an exercise. Like if I were to do a bicep curl, full range of motion all the way, control through the whole range. And that control is what lets you be explosive later on. Control through the loading phase, the eccentric. And this is really, really key because eccentric movement, that is the muscle getting long as it is contracting, right? Or you think about it as the negative of a pull up. As I'm coming down, that is eccentric lengthening of my lat muscles. As I'm doing a negative bicep curl, that is eccentric lengthening of my bicep, right? There's still contraction, there's still tension through that muscle, but it is getting longer versus concentric, which we usually think of when we do an exercise, is the muscle's getting shorter as I'm putting tension through it. So eccentric is really important to build our athleticism later on. Let's take a look at a few exercises where I'll apply this principle. So here I'm doing a split squat and I'm controlling the lowering phase of the split squat. So that's eccentric. You can see my quad here is getting longer as I'm putting tension through it. So if I take it back, you'll see quad shortens. You can actually see the muscle shorten and tighten up. And as I come down, the muscle gets longer. You can even see it in the shorts. That fabric in the front of my shorts starts to stretch, right? And then as I come up, you see the fabric has a little bit more slack in it. So that's eccentric. And so working on just the control in that full range of motion is where I would start. And that's really important because our bodies can't produce force if it doesn't feel safe absorbing force first. So I teach my body how to absorb force by working on that eccentric control. I'm absorbing, I'm accepting my body weight down into the ground and not always focusing on just a quick push, though that is important. And you'll see me here go through a quicker eccentric and hold. So now that's a quick eccentric. That's quick force absorption on the way down. Again, one more time. Boop. Just like that. And then now we work on some eccentric control, a little more dynamic. Yes, just like that. So at a dynamic eccentric. So you see here, I'm not pushing up. I'm not leaving the ground very much, though I am. I'm controlling this lowering phase in a more dynamic way. You can still see the quad lengthening there. Yeah. See the front of the shorts start to get stretched out. That's what's happening to my back quad in that position. Okay. Super important to be able to control all three. So slowly coming down, quickly coming down, and then doing it more like a spring. I say like landing like a cat, landing like a ninja if you were trying to be quiet. That is the first step to being able to be more powerful and athletic.